Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here at Earth and Sky on this beautiful Sunday morning. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about ego. I was reading a bit in the Zohar and I was inspired by a sentence that I read, and it prompted me to start some conversations with some people, and I thought it might be good to start the conversation with all of you as well. So in the Zohar, it says that if you see the bad, that clearly is ego, which is quite an interesting concept. By that, they mean that if you are seeing the bad in the world, if you are seeing the negative in the world, if you are judging this person is bad because of that, and this person is, bad because of this or that, or that happened to me because of this and that person, all of those are aspects of your own ego that is seeing that is judging that. When you are seeing those things, and instead of seeing those things, when you move yourself into a place of integrity, where you are truly living your highest light and being the best that you possibly can within yourself in that light of integrity, at that point, you begin to see something will shift around you. Something changes within your perception and your viewpoint. And you begin to see the light in every single thing that is going on around you. Every single thing that happens in your life. You see the light that's in there. You see that spark of light. You see that spark of light, yes, in that person that cut you off when you were driving down the road. Yes, you see that spark of light in the person that doesn't help you when you clearly needed help with your bag, maybe getting out of the store. You were struggling to get them in the car and someone was staring at you and not offering to help. You see the light even in those people that annoy you the most or that challenge you the most. When you start to get to that point where you're living your life in the highest levels of integrity within yourself, you begin to naturally see this process start occurring where everything around you, you see the examples of the light. You no longer see this person as bad or that person did this to you and therefore this or that. Actually, when you're in that consciousness and you feel like this person did that and it wrecked my life, or that person did that and it just was horrible and look at what they've done to me and I have no choice in this, or they keep doing these things to me and because of that I can't do this or that. All of those are levels of ego, which are keeping you in a victim mentality. And instead, if you start to begin to recognize and you see each of those people around you, yes, the ones that trigger you the most especially, those are your teachers in this life. Those are the ones that are helping you, even when it seems like it might be a hard lesson. And instead, you begin to see those people as sometimes your greatest teachers, the ones that challenge you the most. You begin to rise out of that victim mentality of feeling like you're stuck with this or that, or you can't do this or that because of these people. And when you rise up out of the victim mentality, you start to see all of the choices that you do have, and you start to see what it is you can do to change your life and what you need to do within yourself. And you can even get to the point where you begin to feel gratitude for those teachers that are around you, annoying you, allowing you to feel like maybe you could almost not act in your best self, but instead you rise to a place where you see, this is a teaching moment. I am going to live with integrity. I am going to choose my power. I am going to see that I've got this. I can handle this. This is a point of growth within my life, and I am ready for this. The reason the universe is bringing this to me is because I am ready, and I'm going to say yes to myself and live in that level of integrity and send light and send blessings and send love to those people would even be the next step afterwards. As you see everything around you as your teachers, and you see that everything around you does indeed contain the light and is from the light, some things may seem like they could use a great deal more love to find their balance. It might seem like it's a hard teacher, or you wonder how at this point can you possibly see the light with whatever has happened around you. But when you start to raise yourself up and you see that light, then the miracles begin to happen. I don't know if you remember the story that I said. It's in our archive and the videos about the two souls that were deciding on the other side what they wanted to do when they came into this life. If you haven't, if you don't remember that, I do suggest you check our archive for that. But that story reminds us that truly when we're on the other side, we really are all one with each other, and we do have the ability to connect with that light that still is there even as we are in our human expressions here on this planet. So when you remember that story about the two souls, and then you also remember that your life is your movie and you are the director of your movie, it brings you back into a place of power within your life. Every time you feel like you can't do this or that because of some other person, or you feel like this person or that person did this thing to you and now you're dealing with the consequences, you have given your power away to that person. You're no longer acting like you're the director in your movie. You're acting like you're the wind that's being swayed on the branches high up in the trees, and you have no control. But truly, 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 you do have the control, and you still are the director in your movie, even when you give that power away to others. Really, you are still the director. You're just choosing to allow the others to sway you in what it is that you choose to do in your life. That can be sometimes a little bit of a hard lesson to hear, because none of us want to ever feel like we're the victim of anything, and none of us ever want to admit that maybe we wore that victim mentality for a period of time. But it's about acknowledging and recognizing if you are doing that in your life, whether in a really big way or in a really small way, and recognizing that when you do that, that is all ego. It's pure ego that's allowing those decisions to be made. So instead, remember that everything in your life is your movie. You are the director. And when you rise to this point where you begin seeing the light in everything, you come to a place of making decisions where you're no longer running away from anything, and you're no longer running towards anything, but instead you claim the place where you are. You claim the place where you live. You claim the place where you work. You claim the place where your being is, your body, your mind, your soul. All of you, you reclaim your power as you call it back into yourself, and you again become the director of your own movie, your life. It's your life, it's your choices, and every single choice you make, and every single action you take, and every single action that you don't take, those are the things that are creating your movie, your life at this time, every moment, every single moment. Every choice you have, every thought, every action, and every inaction is creating your reality. So instead, come into this place where you stand within your power, where you recognize every single thing you choose to do or not do is either you holding your power and using it, or giving your power away. It's all your choice. It's your life. You can do whatever you choose to do with that. But recognize that and know that when you claim your power and you make consciously your decisions, and you make consciously the choice to take the actions, even when those are hard actions sometimes to take, but you decide to do that, you no longer are the victim. You are no longer living in ego. Instead, you're living in the light, living and making those choices with integrity and with consciousness, and consciously creating your life. And as you begin to do that, you start to bring your power back, where you then begin the journey of manifesting the life that you choose and manifesting your dreams, because that's within all of our reach. It's up to each of us as individuals. Sometimes people will feel very close to that, and other times people will feel like they've never had a choice in that, or maybe it was so far out of their reach that they didn't even know what to dream. The start of it comes from recognizing, seeing that light that is within you, and then seeing that light all around you, in the world, in every single thing around you, working to see the light in those things that annoy you, those people that drive you crazy, seeing that that light that makes you shine within yourself is in each of them as well, and pulling in the fact that you can make the choices and the decisions that you can within your life, and you use all of those different situations that come around us to be able to see the teachers that are in your life, to see the lessons, those ones that keep coming back repetitively over and over and over, those things that you argue about and yell about within your mind and maybe to other people as well. Those are the ones to look at first as your greatest teachers, bringing you your greatest lessons for the greatest opportunities for growth. So I want to challenge you to really see that within your life. Create the life here that you want to have, instead of giving it away to others with the power and the decisions and the choices that you have. Create that life now. Begin to choose it today. And each moment you begin to see, maybe I forgot about that. Okay, I just noticed I got really annoyed with that. I just gave my power away to that person. Don't beat yourself up over it. Instead, recognize, I see it now. I recognize this opportunity. I remember this is an opportunity for growth. This person here is a teacher for me. For that, I am grateful, and I am choosing to stand in my power and to make my own choices in this life. I hope that gives you some good food for thought for today, and I will look forward to seeing each of you next week. If you have any topic suggestions, feel free to always send those in to us as well. As always, we really appreciate your likes, your loves, and your feedback. Thank you.